What's up YouTube, my name's Will and today I'm going to talk to you guys about the truth about protein supplements.
Willie Well. Rackets on rackets, got backings on backings, I'm riding around in the coupe.
So first off, if this is the first time that you're seeing my channel, a video from me, make sure you click that subscribe button down below. Make sure you keep up to date with all my future uploads. I upload every week, every Saturday, and you'll be notified when that happens. So the most important thing that I want you guys to realize is that protein shakes are not made of magic. You can't just think that by going to the gym and drinking a protein shake that you're going to make either faster gains or better gains, because that is just simply not true, and I'm going to explain why in this video. So the first question that you need to ask yourself is, do you need to be taking protein shakes or any type of protein supplement? My view is you only need to be taking protein supplements if you cannot get your recommended daily intake of protein from whole foods for whatever reason. So if you're too busy, you have work long hours and you don't have time to cook, that sort of stuff, that's the only time when you should use protein supplements. So how do you know if you're getting enough protein or what your protein intake goal should be? The ACSM, which is the American College of Sports Medicine, recommend about 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight for normal adults. However, for muscle building athletes, they recommend 1.5 grams to 2 grams per kilogram of body weight. So for example, I'm 65 kilograms, so they would recommend for me that I would need as much as 130 grams of protein per day. This number can also be dictated or dependent on your macronutrient goals, but that's a separate topic, so I'm going to leave that for this video. So the reason that I take protein shakes, particularly whey protein powder, is because I find it difficult to get my recommended intake through whole foods. So for example, a chicken breast, this particular chicken breast is from Sainsbury's, if that matters to you. Chicken breast is one of the highest good quality protein sources that you can get, and that is because it is the most absorbable as well. And there is 36.2 grams of protein, which is 89% of the content of the overall macronutrients in the food. That data is from MyFitnessPal. So even if I included one chicken breast in 2 of my meals every day, I would only get 72.4 grams of protein in the day. Obviously, there are small amounts of protein in the other non-meat products that I would eat with those chicken breasts, and that would be included in my intake. So just to illustrate the point, let's round that to, let's say, 90 grams of protein in total for the day, assuming I got 18 grams from other sources or thereabouts. That would still leave me 40 grams short of my recommended daily intake. So my shake is a 2-scoop serving, which is 50 grams total weight, which contains 38 grams of protein, putting me right at my target for the day. And that for me personally allows me to meet my daily protein goals. However, if you can meet your daily protein goals or needs without using supplements, if you can get them from whole foods, then don't waste your money buying protein supplements, because like I said just now, A, you're wasting your money, and B, you can actually, it's very hard on your liver and kidneys if you have too much protein, so just bear that in mind. There is a more in-depth protein intake calculator on bodybuilding.com, which takes into account more factors such as your age, height, weight, lifestyle, your job, things like that, and I will leave a link to that in the description down below. So make sure, if you're unsure on what your intake should be, then go and use that calculator and then you will know. The next point I'd like to make is don't confuse whey protein and protein supplements for meal replacement shakes. If you're looking to supplement your protein intake, then you don't want to be buying meal replacement shakes, as they have some protein in, but they won't have anywhere near the percentage of protein that protein supplements do, like whey protein or protein powders in general. Whey protein will have about 80% protein content, whereas a meal replacement shake or powder, which is packaged in a similar way, will probably have about half of that. So you're not actually getting what you think you're getting, and you're buying something for a purpose and actually receiving something that was intended for something completely different. And the last thing I'd like to talk about is something that not the average person will know is something called the 80% rule. I am a massive advocate of protein shakes and protein supplements in general. As you can see, I buy my protein products. I'm not saying they're better than any other, but that is just one that I choose. I have the whey protein, I've got powdered peanut butter. I also buy the cookies, the wafers, you know, basically any offers that come through, I will generally buy their stuff because I just think it's nutritious, it tastes nice, and it's convenient for me to use. And they can be fairly economical as well if you use them in the right way and if you need to get your protein from supplements instead of whole foods. But you do need to be aware that you're not actually getting as much protein as it says on the label necessarily. And this is because of the 80% rule. The truth is that the FDA use the 80% rule when they're testing protein supplements. So let's say that you're My Protein or Optimum Nutrition or any of the other, you know, distributors or manufacturers of protein supplements. If you're advertising that your product contains 36.2 grams of protein per serving like mine does, the laboratory test data will only need to show and prove that to 80%, within 80%. So as long as there is 28.96 grams at a minimum in that product, in that batch, the FDA will just be like, okay bro, that's fine, like crack on. So this means you could actually be 20% down on the protein intake you think you're getting from your supplements and you don't even realize. I want to stress that this is not a reason not to use them, it's just something that you need to be aware of. The reason that I'm making this video is for educational purposes. I just wanted to talk to you guys about some of the ugly truths behind protein supplements and to basically get you to ask yourself the question, do you really need to be using them? I'll leave all the sources of my information in the description if you're curious. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And remember, like I said, smash that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date with me and my life and all my videos, workouts, all that good stuff. And don't forget, the Zenith Core t-shirts just dropped, so make sure you go pick yourself one up. The link to Zenith will be in the description along with my discount code WILL10, where you will save yourself 10%. These t-shirts should be at the core of your workout, so make sure you get one. Thank you very much for watching, guys. See you in the next one.